Al, this is right in your wheelhouse. Give it to us. How do these guys do it?
Boom. Roflo, you know how hard. Yesterday we had Sean Casey on.
Yeah.
Stay away. We got a social distance.
Oh,
you're all up in my grill
both
right out of your
gentlemen
chute.
are very gregarious.
But here, just a simple thing like
very
this.
handsy.
Yes.
I know, this is hard. This is hard.
Take.
All right, so we got Sonny Gray. I'm going to two places here. Kyle Hendricks and his changeup. Sonny Gray and his curveball / slider. But it's sometimes a slider looks like a curveball. His curveball is over. But it's exceptional. This right here, the simple thing to spin the baseball.
So you're telling me I couldn't spin it?
Not as good.
Not as good as you. Well,
And I'm getting to something. Guess what Sonny Gray's spin rate is? And we could go into the tape. Over 29.88. Top 4 in all of baseball on his curveball last year. You know what it was with the Yankees the year before? Over 100 points less. What does all that mean? That means a later, sharper late break. That's what we're trying to do to offset for you to not be able to see it. I want to go to Derek Johnson right there, his old pitching coach at Vanderbilt. I'm simply doing high fastballs, the tunneling effect that we keep hearing with respect to high fastballs and low breaking balls. Now, this is a curveball at 82 miles an hour. Now, he's got a catcher. Please stop right there. I don't know which catcher this is on there.
Casale or Tucker Barnhart.
Casale is also his Vanderbilt guy. But look, he's setting up on the outside part of the plate. I know it's a little deceiving left center, but curveballs with a left-handed batter, you want to be in this area. So you have a guy that not only loves his curveball, 122 batting average against last year, but he commands it on both sides of the plate. And he spins it, D-Row. Go ahead and play it, please. Matter of fact, would you come back on this? Because I do want to get to, right at release point, would you please stop? Right at Sonny's release point, stop, back it up. Okay, right here. So I know it's a little blurry and the arm speed is exceptional, but the whole effect, and we're going to get to Kyle Hendricks, is having the same delivery, and he's not a big dude. They have him as a 5'10" guy, so he's not a big guy, but you see his arm slot. So it's relative to height off a 10-inch mound, so he's a high arm slot guy. Go ahead and throw it. His spin rate, and I can only say the average spin rate for a Major League curveball is right around 2,600. So he's much higher than that, thus fourth in baseball. Come again, throw another one. I just wanted to show the two sides of it. That's a typical to lefty, typical to righty. Here's a guy, Sonny Gray, that has found a comfortable home with Derek Johnson. Again, I can't accentuate enough. Go ahead and play it. A high fastball. You see the catcher setting up. Stop right there. That's beautiful. So one is going to be out of the eyes of the hitter. He's seeing two respective pitches that are in the same window. And if you get a spin, that's why I wanted to do this with you.
Yeah.
And you could see this spin being tighter. And even though it's curveball, big break, fastball, four-seam upstairs, if it looks similar, you have a 10-mile to 12-mile-an-hour speed differential. And guess what? The dude here's got to decide. Ball, strike, fastball, curveball, do I swing or do I not swing?
Yes, and here it can hit.
Yes, he can. Go ahead, play it. So there you go. High cheese upstairs. He's not going to do anything with that anyway. Swing and miss, and a curveball down. That is really, beautiful. This is the one I want to do. Please back this up. This is what I'm talking about. Right at release point. Stop.
Oh, man.
It's here, right here. I love this stuff. So off center, karate chop. I'll do it lefty. And then it's pull down, and it's spinning. I did a thing on Walker Buehler last night on the show with Sandy Koufax talked about how many times can you spin the baseball before the catcher catches it. That's what gives you the late sharp break as opposed to the big lollipop roller. It's a spin. And that's why analytics now is helping guys like this, helping Kyle Hendricks or guys that aren't 6'4", 235 on the mound. All right, but go ahead and play it. That's beautiful. That is as close to 12 to 6, 1 to 7.
Just for context, Eric, in research, who's number one? If he's 4, who's 1 in spin rate?
All right.
Seth Lugo from
Seth Lugo, which reliever, different. But here you go. I mean, come on. This is exceptional. And I use both curveball and slider because they morph into kind of one at some time. But he's in a great place.
He's a good pitcher, man.
He's a very good pitcher.
He really is. He just had a blip with the Yanks.
Yes.
He probably had 1,800. They're probably trying to change his philosophy. He's a guy, he reminds me, he's more polished, obviously, than a Glass now. But he's got to let it eat. He's got wicked movement on his fastball. He could bring back that two-seamer, rip that breaking ball. And with the Yankees, he was trying to be this slider, finey.
What do you think?
Trying to become something maybe he wasn't?
How about this? You go leave Oakland, all-star, ace. You go to the mighty Yanks, New York. You have a couple clunkers.
And they put something in front of you that says that you need to change something?
Not only that, but I don't care if you're a 20-year veteran. You start.
Oh, yeah.
What do I got to do? Oh, and then you listen to him. Okay, I'll try that. And all of a sudden, 5-bat starts.
Yeah.
And it can happen that fast. Let's go to Kyle Hendricks. Now, unlike curveball, Kyle Hendricks, 3-hit shutout with like minimal pitches. But this is what's beautiful about this guy. He throws 88 miles an hour. 88, 89, 87, 86. He averages 86. Look at this changeup.
Dirty.
And I do want to get to you, D-Row. Look at the movement on this. 78 to 82 miles an hour. Fastball change. So you got a difference. And this is what I want to accentuate. For guys that throw changeups, if you trust it, you must trust the grip. I don't care what the grip is. And throw the you-know-what out of it. Because if not, hitters... And
I'll see you slow your arm action
down. You'll see slow down.
100% everyone's like, oh, you don't see that. You see it.
You see it, even if it's with tempo and there's just a little bit of slow.
It could be minute.
Every pitcher out there, Little League, high school, college, pro, even his teammates, if you could get comfortable to being able to throw a changeup and trust the grip and not telegraph it, it's the best pitch in baseball. Okay, we're gonna get there. He doesn't believe me, but my sources are Paul Molitor and John Olerud. There it is. So the grip, I don't really care about the grip. Guys have different grips. It's about putting more pressure on the ball, create drag, therefore less spin. I get better movement. There's fastball, there's change, and if I had the window on TrackMan data, it is almost identical. He repeats the same delivery, same tempo, same rhythm, same arm slot.
And by the way, the spin rate on his curveball that he occasionally mixes in has gone up 100 miles an hour. Or 100, whatever, spin rates.
What are you telling me?
I'm just throwing it in. I'm getting some stuff in my ear to kind of...
All right, so go ahead and play this. So it's simple. It's not simple. It's hard because I love watching Kyle Hendricks or guys that throw 95, don't throw 95, that dominate. And remember, a few years ago, I think he was 4th or 5th in Cy Young with the Cubs. There's the two difference. So I had the Sonny Gray with the high cheese and the curveball, and then you got changeup. I just wanted to say this. Aviseo Garcia, fastball away, 88. Look at the movement on this. And yes, I will say a la Greg Maddux. I know it's not fair for Hendricks. And then 80-mile-an-hour changeup. So you got 88-mile-an-hour fastball that moves on all quadrants. By the way, he hits the corners more than any pitcher in baseball with respect to corners, strike zone, and here it is. This right here by, was it Statcast Savant? This red is the corner of the home plate. This is the most of any starting pitcher in baseball. So you can live with 88. And I brought it up last night's show because Mike Foltynewicz, who got DFA'd, he's 28 years old. 2 years ago, he's an all-star. Dude threw 98, and you DFA him? You're not going to get anything for him. That's a little quirky for me. Something's not right. And the thing he said about in Tampa Bay was, they were messing with me. The radar gun wasn't real. Don't look at the radar gun. Look at dudes like this. Now, Sonny Gray throws harder than Kyle. Yeah. How about hit your spots, have 2 secondary pitches, and pitch? There's places now that are organizations based on analytics. They trust these guys now. That, hey, fastball, do you command it? What is the velocity? I prefer 95, but can you hit your spots and repeat your delivery? And do you have 2 secondary pitches and you know where to throw it and you can throw it in any count?
Arm action's the same.
Mike,
interesting you think the changeup's the toughest. As a hitter, I would disagree with that, but.
I'd love to know your batting average against on changeup.
I bet you I hit it good.
Did you? So you stayed
now,
back.
Then pull up slider.
You stayed up. All right, slider right on right.
I don't think I got a hit off a slider in a 15-year career.
So slider right on right, but that was probably your approach. You were looking to.
Yeah.
What were you looking to do?
I would be a better player in today's game with guys trying to go north-south with four-seam breaking ball than I was with the east-west. I struggled with that. Brandon Webb.
So what do we get? You don't have to throw 95. Great off breaking ball and a changeup that any pitcher anywhere should.
And sneaky big dude.
Yeah, 6'.
Big dude. You get up on him, he's got an imposing presence.
And you like him, Ivy League.
Dartmouth. Vanderbilt.
Did you guys roll Dartmouth when you played?
No. Yeah, we did. Where are we going, Ruffalo?
All right, good stuff. Really good stuff. Al, that's one of your best. Seriously, that's one of your best breakdowns.
Really?
Yeah, really good. Loved it.
I come on the show. You said I looked good, and
I know. I know.